cardio core day today. We are going to just burn some calories, work on core strength. We're going to use a little bit of everything today, but nothing too deep with the weights. So for today, all you need is a set of really light weights, like threes, twos, threes, fives, something like that, just getting our heart rate up, and a loop band. I'm going to start you with the boxer shuffles. We'll start you with the warm-up, and then that way we can hop right into this workout right afterwards. We're using Tabata timing on this workout, which means we're going to do a set of exercises at 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Each set has 4 exercises, and we'll do each exercise 2 times. So as the exercises progress in the set, they usually get jumping jacks a little bit harder, or a little different, but a little bit more challenging. We finish usually with the most challenging one. You'll love the 20 seconds. It's short, and that goes pretty quickly, but the 10-second break goes even quicker. So you have to just be prepared, thinking about, I'll show you at the beginning of each set your 4 exercises, so just be thinking about what those exercises are, all right? We're gonna do those good mornings. So soft knees, hinge at the hips, and just bend straight forward. Look at the ground. Try to keep that back straight. This is a good opportunity to practice keeping the back straight. You don't want to bend forward like that on a good morning. Good opportunity to practice without weights. So when you do use weights, you'll have good form. All right, squat kicks. Sorry, I was going to do the reverse lunges. It is really, really, really hot and humid. Like the air feels thick. Like I could cut it. So I'm gonna be sweaty. Just forewarning you, I brought a towel out today just for that reason. So hopefully I'll make you feel good about the amount of sweat you guys have. Reverse lunge probably won't be as much as mine. Stepping back. Any of the exercises today you can make lower impact. Okay, you're in charge of your workout. So if you're feeling great, you can try the higher impact, faster momentum, side lunges, just bending that leg down, trying to get that hip down towards the knee. But if you're not, or if you're just starting out, take it slow, okay? Listen to your body. You can take breaks in between the sets. We'll move pretty quickly in between the sets. You'll get about a minute break in between by the time I explain the next set. But if you need a longer break, take a longer break, okay? Alrighty, we're ready. So grab your light weights, your loop band, if you need a towel, I needed one, and a mat. See you in just a second. So our first set, we're just gonna ease into the cardio. Nothing too crazy. We're just gonna start with butt kicks. So the first 2 sets are just gonna be butt kicks. I'm thinking about trying to get that foot up to my back. Then we'll take that break. Then we're gonna add arms. So just arms straight up and down. If you're putting it out here, you may feel tension in your back. Try to take them straight up over top. That's just for when you have weights and always. Anytime you take your arms out in front, it adds tension in your low back. The next one is going to be squat jacks. So you don't have to get into a crazy squat. You're just bending your legs and keeping your feet out, trying to jump in and out. Squat jacks, and then we're gonna do squat jacks overhead. Alrighty? So let's get started. So ready? We're gonna start with those butt kicks. 3, 2, 1. Just butt kick. Exercise 1. You got it. This is a nice way to start, right? No complaints here. Adding the arms at overhead for both of those exercises will get your heart rate elevated a little more quickly. 3, 2, 1. Break. Rest. So catch your breath. You'll like the 20 seconds. We'll do those butt kicks one more time. 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks again. Exercise 1. I'm going to keep a moderate pace on all of the exercises. Feel free to go slower. Feel free to go faster. I'm talking, it's really hot. If you're feeling like you got it in you, kick it in. 2, 1. Break. Rest. Remember, next time we're going to do the butt kicks again. We're adding the arms, okay?
3.
Sorry about traffic noise. butt kicks with the arms. The arms just up and down. This is a good way to get our heart rate elevated, and we don't want to jump right in. And get ourselves there nice and slow. Remember, keeping those arms straight up. Break. Don't mind the 20 seconds, do you? I don't. Do that one more time. 2, 1. Up and down. Good job. After this, we've got those squat jacks. No arms, just straight squat jacks. Our feet are going in and out. 2, 1. If this feels like too much, stand straight up and you're just hopping in and out, okay? You don't have to bend your legs. Bending your legs, 2, 1. Start. Bending your legs just makes it a little more difficult. Remember, if you feel like, oh, it's too much, just come straight up, slow down the tempo. And you guys, I'm sure some of you have fast feet, going much faster than I am. Break. We're gonna do that again. Then we're gonna add the arms. And then that's your first set done. Squat jack. Try to keep that core tight. Nice job. You got it. One. Break. 10 seconds here. Arms are overhead. Trying to keep those arms up. All right. Arm up. Keeping those arms up. Get your heart rate up. Get a break after this next one, so you got it. Remember, it's the same thing. If you need to do this, 2, 1, break. Or just pull your arms in if that's a struggle. Just jumping in and out, man. Last 20 seconds here. You got it. Arms up and go. Nice job. Almost ready to get a drink. Almost there. 1, break. All right, grab a drink and come back to me. I'm going to show you what's the next set. The sweat is already dripping. All right, we're going to hit 2 cardio sets right in a row. After this, we're going to go intermittently between cardio and core sets. But we want to get that heart rate up. So we started it with the warm up. We did it with first set 1. We're going to continue with this set 2. First exercise on set 2 are just high knee skips. So just bringing that knee to that elbow, high knee skips, 2 sets of those. Then the next set is going to be high knees. If you need to do march and reach, you can do march and reach there. But if not, they're high knees. You're trying to get those knees up to that, like that 90 degree. Then after that, we're going to give a little bit of a break for those legs. We're going to do a squat with a knee to your hands. The higher your hands are up, the harder it is. If I keep my hands down here, it's not as much of a challenge. If I keep my hands here, that squat knee up is a little bit more of a challenge because there's more motion there. And then the last one, we're going to go back to those high knees. We're adding the arms, and it's going to be climbing ladders. All right, that's like our grand finale. Again, if any of those are too hard, this is always an option. Or if you're struggling, go back to the high knee skips. All righty, let's get started. High knee skips. 3, 2, 1. High knee skips. Enjoy this one. It keeps your heart rate up without being too terrible. High knee skips are good. I'm gonna do this 2 times. 2, 1. Break. Do that one again. You are cruising. After this set, we'll do a core. High knee skips. High knee skips are kind of fun. This is a lot of hip flexor. because every time we pull that leg forward, we're using those hip flexor muscles. So you'll feel it probably. Break. And get ready to do high knees. Remember, march and reach if you need to. 1, and start. High knees, we're gonna try to get those legs up. Appreciate being able to keep the hands down here before we do those climbing ladders at the end. Awesome job. 2, 1. Break. High knees again. Feel sweat drippy. All right. High knees again. After this, we're going to go to that squat with the knee up. The faster you go and the higher you keep your hands, the more challenging. Slow it down if you need to. Bring your hands a little lower. 2, 1. Break. Squat with the knee up. Definitely going to be feeling those hip flexors. Squat, knee up. So we're just going back and forth, alternating. Get a little bit of a break with the hip flexors when we're squatting. 2, 1. Break. Do that one more time. And then we're already on our last exercise. Squat, squat, knee up. Nice job. Remember to try to keep that chest up on the squats. Booty's back first. Always. Almost there. 1, break. Climbing ladders. You've got this. It's only 20 seconds. 2, 1. And start. You keep your own tempo. Challenge yourself. I'm gonna make it good because we've got core next. You got it. 2, 1. One more 20 second. Then you can get a drink and a break. And I can towel off. 2, 1. Let's get it good. Arms going, legs going. Awesome job. Fight for it. Almost there. Almost there. 2, 1. Good job. Grab your water and drink. Come back to me. I'm going to show you what's next. For set 3, you're going to need your mat, and we are going to be on the ground. We're going to start on our back, and you have an option here. The first set are V-up crunches, so I'm going to go out. I'm going to crunch in and touch those toes. Out, come and touch the toes. If I can get my back up off the ground, I will. The other option is I'm laying on the ground, and I'm going to bring one foot up at a time and crunch. My back never leaves the ground, and one leg comes at a time, okay? That's your option for those two, if that first one is a little bit too difficult just yet. Then you're going to switch over to your stomach. So we'll give the core a break, and we're just going to do swimmers. Swimmers are really good for low back, so we're just lifting up, opposite arm, opposite leg, and hovering for a second. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to go back to the core again. We're going to get give your back a break. We're going back and forth on this one, and you're just going to reach out. Now, on this one, if you can, it's a runner's crunch. My legs are up. I'm going to come up, tap the inside of the opposite foot. Back out, legs stay up. Inside of the opposite foot. If that's too much, legs are down, and I just come up as far as possible and tap. Out as far as possible and tap. We're switching back over again, giving that core break. This time we're going to do Supermans with the X. So you're raising those arms and legs up, opening up wide, and coming back together. That's strengthening that low back. All right, let's get ready to start. We're going to start with those crunches with the legs together, with your feet on the ground your feet in the air, or one leg at a time with your back on the ground. So get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
If you can, you're doing it like this, starting. If not, it's one leg at a time and your back stays on the ground. All right? Together. Together. Good job.
3,
2, 1. Break. Give that 10 seconds. You'll appreciate it. We're going to go back and do that one again. Then we flip over onto your stomach, okay? 2, 1. Again, out,
Exercise 1.
up, out, up. Nice job. Good job. Your hip flexors, I know we're feeling it. We're going to give them a break here in a second.
3,
2, 1. Break.
rest.
Onto the opposite side. We're doing those swimmers opposite leg and opposite hand.
3,
2, 1. Opposite leg, opposite hand, pause. Opposite leg, opposite hand, pause. Try to do a pause at the top. Good job. We're going to do this one again then. Oh, lands, it is so humid. 2, 1. Break. We're going to do that one again. And then flip back over to your stomach for that runner's crunch. 2, 1. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Good. Give your stomach and your hip flexors a break while you're here. Remember to pause at the top. 2, 1. Break. Switch over. Remember, if you are not doing the regular runner's crunch, your feet stay on the ground, you're just coming up and tapping with the feet on the ground. So out
Exercise 1.
and tap opposite leg, opposite hand. Opposite leg, opposite hand. We're going to do this one 2 times.
3,
2, 1. Break.
rest.
Do this one again. I don't remember when I was sweating this much. Bad choice of attire too. These leggings are hot.
1.
And start. My daughter, when I told her I was coming out, was like, oh my gosh. Not a good idea, Mom. Out and up. Remember, keep those feet on the ground if you need to. You're almost done with this one. I know your core is like, woo! Hello.
3,
2, 1. Break. We're back over on the other side. And we're going to do those X-Man. I'm going to raise my arms a leg up, kind of like banana. 2, 1. Start, raise up, and then try to open up as far as you can and stay up. I'm going to look at the ground and not up at the ceiling. Or I mean out in front of me. Up at the ceiling will be hard. Good job. Try to look at the ground. That puts your neck in a much better position. 2, 1. Break. Take a second. This is your last one, and then you get a break.
3,
2, 1. We're back up and out. Good job. Nice job. After this, we're back to cardio again. Look at the ground. I got to remind myself. 2, 1. Break. And we are on to set 4. Okay, we are going to grab those light weights for this set. Actually, I'll keep both of them here. That first one is going to be low impact. We try to mix those in with these workouts. My feet are pretty far apart, almost like a sumo squat. I'm going down into a squat. My arms are going down. I'm coming up, pressing, and back down. Remember, when I press, I want to press straight up and down, okay? After that, we're going to do jumping jack. So you guys know, just straight jumping jacks. We usually go to the front with the jumping jacks, just for our shoulders. And this one is going to be, the third exercise is going to be like the jumping jack, but I'm pressing with the weights. Most important part here is that you are not pressing out here. When you're jumping around and you're pressing, you're going to feel that in your low back. If you feel any of that in your low back, you can go back to the press or just do a jumping jack. And the last one, you're dropping the weights. We're gonna go to a squat, jack, and down. Squat, jack. If you wanna take it up and do a little bit more, it's your last 220s, you're gonna do a star jump, okay? It's up to you. Alrighty, let's get ready here. We're gonna start with those squat presses. 3, 2, 1. I'm squatting, pressing. I'm gonna keep a pretty decent pace here. The weight should not be so heavy that it's a challenge for you. This is cardio. I don't know if that wind's bothering you, sound-wise. It's making me a little happy. 1, break. So, same thing again. I'm probably going a little slower. The faster you go on that, the more it's gonna get your heart rate up. After this, we have jumping jacks. 1, and start. Squat, press. Squat, press. Try to keep that torso upright so we could see like the writing on your shirt. Nice job. Don't go so fast that you're hyperextending your elbows at the top. 2, 1. Break. Jumping jacks. So just straight jumping jacks. Speed is your friend on these. 2, 1. Most of you probably do jumping jacks like this. If you are, touch those hands at the top. None of this. Touch the hands at the top. That gets it going. Make sure you can feel your fingers touching at the top. 2, 1. Break. If any of these bother you, you can always go back to those march and reach, okay? Again, start. Remember, touching at the top. No half jacks. Nice job. After this, we're gonna grab those light weights. We're doing those squat presses. This is our 3rd set. If you've never done these, go pretty light. 2, 1. I'm going to keep a slower pace. If you're feeling good, you can pick up the pace a little. Okay? If you feel that in your back, ask yourself, are your arms in front? 2, 1. And if you felt it in your back, and you know you're putting your arms straight up and down, go to less weight or no weight, and start. After this, we have the squat jacks or star jumps. Nice job. Getting these weights involved makes it a little more challenging. 2, 1. Squat jack. Remember, I just squat, out, or we're gonna add 2, 1. This star jump. Squat, jump, squat, jump. Just trying to get both feet off the ground at the same time. Nice job. Almost done with this set. 2, 1. 10 seconds, we're gonna go back again. If you need to, remember you're going, you can even go to this, okay? Nice job. Almost there. Almost there. You hear my breathing. 2, 1. 4 sets down. If you did those star jumps, you may need a little longer break. So after you watch this, if you still feel like you haven't caught your breath, just pause it, take a second, listen to your body, okay? Alrighty, so we are gonna start with, we're gonna use that loop band. We're going back to core again. So I'm gonna put this around my feet to start. Around here, and I'm gonna do slow bicycle crunches. So I crunch it up, switch, crunch it up, switch. I'm reaching that elbow to the outside. I'm really thinking about crunching those abs. That's gonna be 2 times. Then I'm gonna move this to my ankles, and I'm going to do an elbow plank. You can do palms down, palms up, or together. And you're going to step out to the side. So I get my body nice and tight. Don't let my hips sag. I'd rather them be up a little bit, to be honest. And you're going out, together, out, together. Slow and controlled. That's number 2. Number 3, I'm going to do it this way so you can see. My legs are straight up. I'm putting a little bit of tension in that band. I'm not letting it just go relax. I'm keeping a little tension. I'm going to make a pistol, and I'm coming up in the center, pausing, out to the side, pausing. I'm going to go back and forth on one side. After the break, I'll go back and forth on the other side. And the last one, I'm taking it off my feet, I'm putting it around my wrists, and I'm going to do a high plank. I'm going to pull that band taut, and I'm going to walk with that band at a zigzag. So I'm pulling up, trying to keep it as taut as I can, and I take the opposite foot up, pull up, opposite foot. Opposite foot moves with opposite hand, going up and back. Remember, take a longer break if you need to. If not, we're going to get started with that band around your feet, and we're going to get ready with that bicycle crunch. 3, 2, 1. I'm pulling that up, opposite elbow goes to the opposite knee on the outside, switch, and it's a pause there. Switch, pause, switch, 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 2, 1, break. We're going to take a second here. Remember, that pause is where you really start to feel that in the side obliques. 1 and start. Pause and switch. And switch. Make sure that straight leg is actually going straight and switch. Try to get the elbow all the way to the knee and switch. Switch.
3, 2,
and switch.
1.
Break.
Rest.
Okay. Oops. Sorry, those go around your ankles. Around your ankles. My fault. 2, 1. Down in that plank. And we're stepping out. Step. Together. Really keep that core tight. Try not to let the hips sag. Keep that neck neutral. Look down between your hands. Control that motion. 2, 1. Break. Sadly, I'm going to put this down. My arms are so sweaty, I'm sliding. 2, 1. And start. Out to the side, together. Side, together. You're controlling this motion. Keeping those band on the ankles. Break. Keep the band on the ankles. We're going to go with those feet straight up in the air. 2, 1. Feet up in the air, pull apart, squeeze up to the right, up to the right. Try to do a pause at the top. So of course you'll be feeling it. 2, 1. Break. Stretch those arms out for a second while you're here. Stretch out that core. We're going to go back and do that one more time. This time to the left. Pull those legs apart. Up to the left. Up to the left. Should be feeling it. Really think about the pause.
3,
2, 1. Break.
rest.
Take those off. They go around your wrists. Around your wrist. You're going to try to pull this apart as much as you can. 1 and start.
Exercise 1.
Get down in that plank. Pull that apart. Step up. Pull apart. Step up. As you pull apart, you should be feeling it in your abs because your abs are pretty sore right now. If you need to drop the band, just drop the band. 2, 1. Break.
Rest.
You can do this without the band. Just do a plank walk or just hold the plank. Get ready. Last one here, then you get a break. I think I might have paused it with my watch. Good for you. And start. Really try to think about, if you have wording on yours, ask yourself, is it getting stretched? That's how you know. You got it. 2, 1. Alrighty. Break, and we'll do another cardio set. All right, your heart rate should be elevated. So this set really should give your body a little bit of a break. It's essentially zero impact. It's really very low impact. But your heart rate should be elevated. So hopefully, usually the boxing stuff keeps your heart rate up pretty good. So we are going to start with going up and down in a sumo squat. So I want my legs pretty far apart. Just remember, my knees always are going out towards my toes. They're not coming in, all right? So I'm just going up and down. As I go up and down, I'm punching to the side. Right side first, up and down. So it's up, down, up, down. I gotta be honest, I love this one. It gets my heart rate up and I feel like I'm not really doing much at all. Love it. We're gonna do the next one, that next side, that other side, the left side. Second one is gonna be a speed bag. So the more I stand upright, the slower I go, the less difficult it is. The more I get down into a squat and try to really get it to go, I like to switch sides so I don't hit myself in the face. That's gonna be your second set. Now this next one is same thing as if I get in a squat, bend my knees, it's gonna get my heart rate up a little bit more, but I'm punching corner to corner, corner to corner. I have to think about a tight core, or else I'm gonna feel it in my back. So get those abs tight, side to side. This is one you could use the weights if you wanted to. It slows me down, so I'm not gonna use the weights on any of these, but feel free. Actually, I might use it on the last set. You could always do this, okay? I think I have a tendency to hyperextend my elbow. And then the last one, I'm gonna pull that knee up and I'm gonna do a cross punch. So pull up, cross punch, up, cross punch. You can do that with or without the weight. Ready, we're gonna start with that sumo squat. You're gonna go to the right side first. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sumo squat. Try to keep a decent pace here. Slow it down if you need to, faster if you can. Remember, you're keeping those knees going out. Don't let them come in. Try to keep your chest still upright. Punching up and down. 2, 1. Break. I'm always amazed at how much that keeps my heart rate up. We're going to go to the other side, the left side. 2, 1. Up and down. You're in charge of this workout, so you have to listen to your body. If you're dying here, slow this down. If you don't feel like you're getting anything, speed it up. Try to get lower in your squats. You're in charge of your workout. 2, 1. Alrighty, after this one, we have the speed bag. So, same thing, standing upright. A little bit more of a break. Bend those legs. Start. And that's a little bit more cardio. I'll switch sides. Pretend like you're hitting a speed bag. Whoops. Or your face. And switch. 2, 1. Break. And do that again. Remember to keep those knees outward.
3, 2.
Speed is your friend on this. Start.
Exercise 1.
Hitting a speed bag. I think I hear it in my head. That thump, 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 thump. I just like to go back and forth. You can keep it straight up. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit my face. Well, not afraid, I have. 2, 1. Break. Now, we're gonna do that squat. I'm punching corner to corner. Think 45, 45. 1, and start.
Exercise 1.
Corner to corner. Keep that core tight. It's a good little ab burner. 2, 1. Stand up, shake those legs out. We'll do the other side. Remember, 45, 45.
3,
2, 1. And corner to corner.
exercise 1,
One side is always better than the other. Now you can grab those weights after this if you want, or no weights.
3,
2, 1. I will grab the weights on this one. I'm never super speedy, so the weights help keep my heart rate up.
3,
My right knee's gonna go, my left arm's crossing.
exercise 1,
Make sure if you do have the weights, don't let that elbow hyperextend. Don't push it out all the way to straight.
3,
2, 1. Just stop it right before it gets to straight. All right, the right knee went, now the left knee is gonna go up, right arm. I had to restart it because I was totally confused after I said it. And start.
exercise 1,
That's why that little blip in the screen. Crossing. Remember not to hyperextend the elbow. Almost done with this whole set. Great job. Moving on to your set number 6, I think it is. I lied. This is set number 7. Yay, set number 7. Okay, we are back on the ground and we are going to burn out the obliques. We are going to start with side planks. What we're going to do is, if you've never done a side plank before, you're going to bend those legs. My feet are behind me and I'm going to try to get my knees, my hips, and my shoulders in a nice straight line. And I'm just going to hold these hips up off the ground as long as you can. If you're familiar with side planks, you're going to have straight feet. What we see though is that butt creep back. So as I come up, I'm trying to make sure that I am in a straight line, like it's a ruler, right? This is what we tend to see. The shoulders come forward, the butt goes back. All right, so we want to make sure that everything's in a nice straight line, and we're going to drop those hips to the ground and pull up, okay? We're going to do, and if that's, you feel like you're falling forward or it's too much while you're there, you can always put that foot in front. All right, we're going to do right side 2 times. Then we're going to do left side 2 times. Then we're going to go to side oblique crunches. So I'm going to lay out, I like to put my arms straight in front of me. I open this elbow to the back. That's kind of the key, is that opening, and I'm crunching together. That elbow is going to come up and, oh, my sub up's going. It hasn't gone in a long time. Sorry about that. My elbow is going to go to my knee and then back out. My knee and back out. All right, get ready with that side plank. I'm going to start with the left side first. So get ready. 3, 2, 1.
exercise 1,
So I'm up in that plank, tap down, lift up. You're controlling this motion. So really be thoughtful about it. If you're dying after this and you want to switch to the other side, go ahead and switch to the other side and then come back. That'll give this shoulder 1. Break. We're going to stay on that side if you can. If not, go ahead and switch and then just come back to it again.
3,
2, 1, and up.
exercise 1,
Come down, up, down, up. Remember to keep that body nice and straight. Hip taps. Good job. Starting to feel it on the inside of that ab.
2, 1,
Those obliques. Switch sides. Gotta be kind of speedy about it. Get yourself ready. 2, 1. Get up, nice straight line, and tap up and down. This side should feel a lot better because it's had a rest. Nice job.
3,
These elbows hurting me though. 1. Break. Huh. All right, get ready and start.
exercise 1,
Down and up. Look at your body. Is it straight? Nice job. Knees bend if you need them. Almost done with this. 2, 1. I'm going to switch to the other side, but you want to hit that side that you just did on the first side. You guys. Arm in front, you're kind of on your hip, together. Hip, together. Once you get used to it, you can pick up the pace some. Really make sure you're opening up in the back. 2, 1. If it's killing you and you're burning, go to the other side and come back to this side. That'll give this side a rest. But if not, we're going to stay on this side. 2, 1. I'm up on that hip. Open up, together. Nice job. Your core should be burning. Good job. 2, 1. Switch sides. And get up on that hip. And together. Start. Remember to reach out and together. Out. Try to get that elbow opened up. Once you get it going, the motion, you can kind of pick up the pace. 1. Break. We have 1 more, and you're done with the core. Doing both sides twice makes it seem like it wasn't as long, I think. And start. This is the last one. Try to burn it out. Should be feeling it in that core. That oblique should be saying, it's been worked. 1. Break. Alrighty, we are going on to set number 8. So this set is going to be strictly cardio, low impact again. So on this one, we're going to use a lot of squats. Squats get your heart rate up. But remember, butt goes back first on a squat. Your butt goes back, you're thinking chest up and coming upright. If I lead with my knees and let my knees break first and then my butt, my knees are always going to come over my toes. So remember, butt goes back first. All right, first exercise, we're going to do a squat, come up, tap that foot in the back, squat, tap the foot in the back. Try to keep a good pace on that. That controls how hard that is. Then we're going to go to a squat with a kick on the side. So I'm squatting, I'm kicking to the side and back down. It's going to burn out this plant leg. You'll feel it for sure. Then we're going to go to the other side. Then the next one's going to be knee ups. Knee ups, you can just try to do fast with no weights. Or if you want to grab that light weight and you don't feel it in your back, you can add that. That's going to definitely put your heart rate up higher. And last one are called mountaintop squats. Mountaintop squats are simply that those knee ups gave your legs a little bit of a break from the squat because we're going to hit the squat again. All right, we're going to get down in that squat. I'm tapping to the inside. If I can tap to the inside of the foot, I will, or my calf or even my knee. But I'm tapping to the inside. I'm coming straight up and down, straight up, down. This is a pace one. It can be completely no impact, or if you want to take it up a notch, you add a hop. So it looks like this. Okay? Alrighty. Let's get ready to do it. Remember to listen to your body. If you don't feel like you're ready yet, pause it. Okay, we're going to start with those squats with the tap behind. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Squat, tap behind. You control how difficult this is by how low you go and your pace. If you're feeling it, just stay up a little bit more, like that. Okay, break. If at any time you're feeling it in your back, stay upright, don't go as low. 2, 1, and start. Squat, tap. After this is that squat kick. We'll kick with the right leg. Nice job. Two, 1. Break. The squat with the kick. 2, 1. squat, kick.
Exercise 1.
Definitely on my neighbor mowing for sure.
3,
2, 1. Break. They know on Tuesdays, but I thought it was earlier. Get ready, we're gonna do the other side.
1. Exercise
Squat,
1.
kick. After this is gonna be those knee ups, with or without the weight.
3, 2, 1.
Break. I'll use the weights. I'm gonna tap to the side, together.
3,
2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Try to keep that pace going. The weights will be a little slower, but it's a little bit more work. We'll get that heart rate up. 1, break. Give the other side, and then we'll go to those mountaintop.
3,
2, 1. It's amazing what
Exercise 1.
that little bit of weight will do. I can feel my heart rate for sure. Nice job. Almost done with the set. One more exercise.
3,
2, 1.
rest.
All right, mountaintop. First set, I won't jump. I'll show you without the jump. Second set, I will do with the jump.
1.
Squat
Exercise 1.
up. This is about speed. Remember, butt goes back. Nice job. Gotta push through the burn.
3,
2, 1.
rest.
Break. I'll do it with the jump this time if you want to join me. It's been all no impact, so.
2, 1.
And start.
Exercise 1.
Nice job. You got it. Don't stop. Almost there.
1. Rest.
Great job. Okay, this last set with core. We're gonna finish strong here. So we've got some core and then we've got a little bang at the end. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a plank. If you need to just hold the plank, just hold the plank. But if you're able to, we're gonna do an up-down plank. I keep that core as tight as I can to eliminate movement, and I'm going down to my elbows and back up. I'm trying not to move. If you feel yourself swaying to the side a ton, do this on your knees. You're just gonna get out. My body's still straight, and I'm just going down to my elbows and back up on my knees. Not like this though. Not like this. I'm keeping that plank position. My butt is down. Okay, that is going to be paired with a half windmill. So my hand is going to go back behind. My right arm is up. That right arm is going to be out to the side. Light, 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 light weight. I'm coming down, tapping where that foot is, controlling up. Up and down, we'll do one side and then the other side. And then we're gonna go to that dead bug. Dead bug. My arms are in the air. My feet are in the air. This is a mind-body connection for sure. I'm gonna drop the opposite arm and the opposite leg. So my right arm is going back as my left leg goes out. And then together, now my left and right. And together. If the weight is too much, just drop that weight. And my bang is, I'm gonna finish with burpees, but I'm giving you options. So, burpees, you know, I just kick back and hop. I wanna make sure I get some air. I also wanna make sure when I hop back, I don't let that back hyperextend. Your other option would be no jump. The jump makes it more difficult. So, a little bit of a modification would just be step up and back. If that's too much and you still feel like I'm really, really winded, you can always go to toy soldier. It's straight arm, straight leg. and you're just finishing out with that. Just a little cardio burst right at the end. What a bummer. I just finished the burpees and realized I didn't tape that set. So here we go again. We're gonna start with those up-down planks. Remember on the up-down planks, you're trying to keep that back nice and tight, the core nice and tight. Okay, so get ready. You're either on your knees or on your toes. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep that core nice and tight. You can trade back and forth between arms. I wouldn't lead with the same arm the entire time. I would switch back and forth. Keep that gaze down between your hands so that you're not 2, 1. Break. Remember not to look in front of you so that your neck's arched. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. And start again. Try to keep your core as tight as you can. Remember that tray of water, like Meg always says. I usually forget to hit start when Meg is taping. Break. Oops. We're up. Lightweight, really lightweight on this one.
Exercise 1.
Arms out. You're controlling on the way down and back up. Really lightweight. Control the weight. Don't let the weight control you.
3,
2, 1. Break. Switch sides. Yeah, we do that. 2, 1. Oh. Going through a period when Meg and I are taping that I forget to hit start all the time, or I think I hit it and I didn't. Poor Meg. Remember, you're controlling that weight. 2, 1. We're going down to that dead bug. Down on the ground, it's opposite leg, opposite arm. While you're down here, think to yourself, 2, 1. Control that. So with weight or no weight. If it's too much, drop the weight. This is really good for low back. Remember, you're thinking about pushing that back into the ground while you're here. Don't let your back hyperextend.
3,
2, 1.
1.
Break. While you're here, make your commitment. Are you doing the burpee nose stand, or the toy soldier?
3,
Commit it to yourself right now.
1.
And start.
Exercise 1.
Push that back into the ground. That means to tuck those hips up a little bit so that you're pushing that low back into the ground. Hyperextend means you've got a big arch under your back. Don't do that. You want to push the back into the ground.
2, 1.
Break.
Rest.
All right. Commit to it. What are you going to do? I will do burpees. Count your burpees. And start.
Exercise 1.
Break. All right, try to get that same number. Last one here. Catch your breath. 2, 1.
Exercise 1.
Whew. Got an extra half. All righty. Time to stretch. No matter what you did on that last set, great job. We're gonna stretch out here. So let's reach those arms straight back. If you have a strap, that's a good thing. Reach those arms all the way around. If you have a strap, go up and around. Bring them back around, and we're gonna go straight out. And drop down and release back. Let's walk out into that plank. Get down in that plank and bring that right leg up. And just stay here for a second, stretch that out. bring that inside hand open. Take it back down. And now we're gonna open up that back hand to the outside. Oops. And back down. Take that leg, bring it back to the plank, and bring the left leg up. We're gonna pause here for a second. Feel that stretch on that inner thigh. Opening up those hips, bring that the inside hand in and open it up. And put it back down, get a nice stationary grip there, and then open that outside hand open. Pushing down into that hand and that foot, help you keep your balance. And back down. Come back into that plank. Now we're gonna go back into that down dog and pedal those heels back and forth. Bring that, if you need a mat, bring the mat over. We're gonna drop those knees down and get into that tabletop. Separate those shoulder blades. Rotate those shoulders back down in. Do that a couple times. Open those knees and sink back down. Keep those elbows nice and taunt some tension in those elbows, and walk those hands out to the 45. Keeping the tension in the elbows should feel more of a stretch down that side. And switch sides. Take it to the other side. Now we're gonna get that core some, so let's sit up to the side. We're gonna grab those shins and we're gonna reach across. Take that elbow and pull it to the back. Feel it a little bit more on the inside of that. And we'll switch sides. Go to the opposite side and reach across. Gets that those obliques a little bit. Also gets the lats, but now elbow, pull it to the back. I always feel it more in those front obliques, but going down into those hip flexors. So getting some of that psoas muscle in. Okay, we are going to go up into that kneeling position. We use those hip flexors a lot. So we're going to tighten up the glute on the down leg as tight as you can. Tighten that up and lean forward. You should feel a pretty good stretch right here. We're going to pause here for a minute because all of those, the band pulling back with the bicycles, the high knees, all of those are all hip flexor motions. So release that and step out as far as you can and really stretch that out. We want to make sure that we stretch out those hip flexors. Nice stretch. Come back. Heel's going to go down, toe's going to go up, and we're going to lean over that foot. Try to keep that back as straight as you can. You don't want to round it. You want to keep your back straight, straight, straight. We're going to come back to that kneeling, and if you can, grab that foot in the back and lean forward a little bit, stretch out that quad. If you have a strap, if you can't reach it, or even your loop band, you can wrap around your foot. And now we're gonna flex that foot a little bit, and you'll feel a little bit more. We're gonna drop that foot to the ground, put those hands to the ground, and we're just going to go down into a triangle and lean over that leg. Walk those hands to the center, and just drop down. Walk those hands to the other side. Now we're going to bend that knee and drop that knee down. And we'll come to a kneel on this side. We're going to tighten up that glute and lean forward. Feel that stretch right in the front of that hip flexor. Release that and step out a little bit further and really sink down and try to stretch that out a little bit more. Remember, our hip flexors shorten as we sit. And I think during coronavirus, we've all been sitting a lot. No place to go. These hip flexors are a little short. Sit back, feel Elbow down, toe up, straight back, lean forward. We'll come back, bend that leg, pull that back leg up. If you need to, use the loop band, and we'll stretch out that quad muscle. Flex that back foot. Feel that in a little different spot. It's funny how one side I'm sure you feel more than the other. Drop that down. Now we're going to pull this leg in. Put the other leg back. Trying not to destroy my tights out here. And lean over. I'm going to keep my foot up so that my knee's not touching. But you guys can let your knee fall to the back. I just don't want it getting all scratched up. Okay, to the outside. Take those hands to the outside. And to the inside. All right, grab that leg, swing it around. And just pull that leg back towards you. Feel the stretch on the outside of that hip. Now I'm just going to take this leg, pull this leg in, which for me is the left leg, the leg that you did not just use, and we're going to lean over that leg. Walk to the outside. Try to twist those shoulders a little bit. And to the inside. Bring that leg around. Pull that leg in towards you. Feel that stretch on the outside of the glute. Now we're going to put that left leg in. My right leg's going to be straight. I'm going to put my left elbow in that knee to keep me straight, and I'm going to walk that hand forward. I'm going to feel that stretch on the inside of that thigh. Now I'm going to sit up with a nice straight back and lean across. That's going to stretch out that ab a little bit, stretch out that leg a little bit more. Switch sides. Right leg is in, my right elbow is going to go in that knee. It's going to keep me from turning to the side in that knee, and I'm going to reach out. And now I'm going to sit back up, grab a hold of that leg, and reach across. Feel that stretch on the outside of that side. And if you have a strap, grab a strap. If not, I'm grabbing my loop band. We're going to lay down, put the left leg out. I'm going to use that loop band on my foot and grab that and pull that back towards me, my right leg. You can grab it up closer, grab it down further. Just make sure you don't let that toe come back towards you so that hits you. I'd rather you have your toe turned a little bit up. Now, drop that to the outside. Turn that toe to the center and take it to the center. Turning that toe to the center, you should feel that more on that IT band. Put that ankle on your knee. Pull that back towards you. I'm going to grab underneath my knee and use this my right elbow to open up that right hip a little bit. That's definitely my side that gets a little tight. Drop that foot to the ground, let that right knee fall to the side. I'm going to reach out with the right arm, walk that hand up a little bit, get a stretch in the front of that right shoulder. I'm going to take that left hand and pull that right knee down just a hair. And switch sides. Drop it to the other side, and we'll stretch out that psoas a little bit. Back to the center. Right leg's going out now, the left leg's going to go up. I'm going to put that loop band around the left foot and pull it back towards me. Remember, I want to make sure that that's not turning back so that it doesn't fly off. I actually like to put it in that indentation on my instep so that it stays put. Take it to the outside. And now my toe is going to turn to the inside. I'm going to drop it to the inside. This
one, definitely you should feel on the outside of that hip. The more you turn your toe, the more painful you'll feel it probably. I'm gonna release that. I'm gonna put that ankle on my knee and I'm gonna pull that back towards me. I'm gonna stick my hands underneath, and again I'm gonna use that left elbow to open up that left hip just a little bit, put a little bit of tension in that side so that I can feel a little bit of an opener there. My foot's going to drop to the ground, my knee's going to fall to the side. I'm going to reach out with my left arm, hand's going to walk up, take that right hand and pull that left knee down just a hair. Now I'm going to take that leg and swing it to the other side and stretch out that psoas. And then we're just going to stretch out those abs just a hair more. And that hip, just open those or pull those legs and those hands. Try to think about pulling the fingertips apart from your toes. Really stretch them out as much as you can. Really stretch. Pull that right leg up. Pull that knee back towards your chest as much as you can. Open that hip up just a little bit. And switch sides. Left side. Left knee is going to come up towards your chest as much as you can. And open here. Okay, and let's pull those arms straight back. And do the Y. And nice job. It was a good calorie burner today. Lots of core strengthening, lots of cardio conditioning. Great job.